I've arrived to get the car. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, so we got the car home. We had good weather, so we didn't have to worry about the mud outside. It had started raining since. So the car was in a kind of a field area. I think we would have been able to access it if it was wet, but getting it into my shop needed some room around the outside of the shop and the area that this tow truck would need to go on if it rains. It's just gumbo mud. So we got it in just in time. So let's do a walk around on the car, a first look at what we got from the outside. I am not going to go inside the car yet. I believe that, Mickey and Minnie and, Jerry from Tom and Jerry and the rest of the Mouseketeers have had a field day in there. It kind of smells kind of bad. So I'm not disturbing anything on the inside of the car yet. I did pick up a respirator today. So future video coming up, we'll go kind of inside the car. We're going to spray everything down and get it. So I'm not going to die from hantavirus or something if I inhale something from inside the car. So let's get going and take a look. All right, so here we go. 1954 Chrysler New Yorker Deluxe, first day in the shop. It's going to be a little bit of work. It's probably in a little worse condition than I anticipated, but I anticipated it being bad. So it is what it is. We'll do a quick walk around on it. So front fenders, they are good. You got some patina on it, a little bit of surface rust, but they are solid all the way down. Windshield is broken in multiple places. It is not looking very good there. So that's one thing on the list is new glass for the front. Wiper blades here. We got the dual pivot arms. No blades on it, but the arms are here. This is a fresh air vent cowl. There's a control inside the car that opens and closes this grid here for allowing airflow into the car. Heaters were actually optional in these cars back in the day. This car does have one, but if you wanted fresh airflow with the windows closed, this is what you would pop open to get that. Kind of a neat feature. I like that. Okay, so coming around the car, the original mirror is attached. It did have a radio antenna at one time. It is missing. Driver's side glass is gone. Car was vandalized many years ago, and the door window glass was broken out. So that's unfortunate. Going down on the car, the rockers are pretty much non-existent. There's a dent there that might have been from somebody trying to lift the car at some point in time. I'm not sure, in the wrong spot, but yeah, the rockers are pretty much dissolved. This car saw a lot of gravel roads, and that kind of tears them up in the first place. The car was like this back in 2000 when I first set eyes on it, and obviously hasn't gotten any better. So rockers are something that definitely need to go on. Back to the bottom of the fender corner there, you can kind of see some attachment bolt there for the fender, and there was a chrome trim piece that went all along the bottom there that is obviously missing, but the rest of the chrome on the doors and the fenders are there. The little speed, the flare there, the chrome flare, this to give the car some forward motion look, are there, and also on the rear door, all that chrome is there. Back door glass is here, both pieces. The back window, the vandalism that took out the front door took out this window as well. This sat exposed. The trunk or the rear deck shelf has evaporated over time with exposure. So I imagine lots and lots of water has gone into the trunk. So the floor is probably gone in there as well, but we'll see once we get in there. I have not gone under the hood. I have not gone inside the car. I have not gone on the trunk yet. Just doing a quick walk around on the car here. So rear fender, it's good except for right here on this trim piece. There is some rust here. This is actually a seam. This lower valance piece here is actually comes off. It just bolts on. So it's kind of a separate piece. So there's no, steady body seam there. So right along the top of that, it has evaporated, and you can tell from touching it, it's rusted in here. So I'm going to guess probably up in here this much is going to have to get cut out from the fender for repair on that. Taillights, vandalism again. Both taillights are broken. All the chrome is there, but the taillights are gone. The rear bumpers are there. They have definitely some patina on them and a little bit of damage. There's a scratch here. Fuel filler was on the back of the car right here. Trunk release button. We got the flying V. The V's are on the car, so if it was a V8 car, you saw this front and back. This was a V8 car, you knew that coming down the road. This medallion here is signifying the deluxe. So in 1954, this body style was shared by the Windsor, which was a 6-cylinder car, I believe. The New Yorker had the 180 horsepower firepower, and the deluxe, it had this badge on it. It was the higher end version, and it had the 235 horsepower dual exhaust 4-barrel carburetor, a little bit higher compression engine. So if you see an old New Yorker down the road, this is what you look for to see if it was deluxe. If the gold script was gone, which is here. So New Yorker, if it was a standard New Yorker, of course, it would say New Yorker there, and then the deluxe badge and the gold script here as well. And for 54, that indicated you got the high horsepower version of the motor. Bumper damage, a little bit right there. It's split, but it's repairable. So I think it's going to be pretty good there. This rear skirt here, it's been pranked. Here again, I think over the years, when I had it in storage, one guy, he used a Bobcat skid steer to move it around, and he may have lifted it at the wrong place. Or it was like that before, I'm not sure. I don't really recall, but there's some straightening to do there. And again, the fender seam here, we got rust there. But top of the fenders are all good. These bottom skirts are solid, and the doors are all good. Coming around this side, the glass is good here. Passenger door. Door handles are all there. Door locks have these little hideaway things here to cover the door locks, protect them. Chrome is all there. Passenger side window intact but broken. Quarter window is there. The rockers on this side are like the other side. So that's going to be an adventure. So we got from the A-pillar back at the bottom of the car is going to have to see a lot of replacement work done on it. Front fender again is good. Chrome trim is gone. Coming around the front, bumper and the chromes are all there. You can see here I don't have a lot of space. This car takes up the length of my shop. My interior dimensions are probably 20 feet, and I've got probably just over a foot of clearance from the front bumper there, and the back I've got maybe 18 inches, 2 feet at the back to the back door. So I don't have a lot of room to maneuver, but we have kind of a partial solution for that we'll see in a future video. Coming around the front, we got the Screaming Eagle on the hood. It's a New Yorker feature. Some patina and some pitting on it, but it's all there. That might clean up okay. See how it goes. And then of course on the front of the car, just like the trunk, you got the Flying V and the gold medallion for the Chrysler badge signifying it's a deluxe. And this is not in good condition. There should be a C that you would see in there, but we don't see the C. From sea to shining sea. Chrysler logo down on the bottom of the grille. So yeah, all the chrome's here. Front bumpers are in better shape, but they are, they need to be refinished for sure. What I might do here with my space limitation is take those bumpers off. Take the front and rear bumper off. I'll probably gain another 2 feet of space. So that's the outside of the car. If you've seen the television series The Last of Us, or played the video game, and the fungus that infects everybody and turns into zombies, I think this is where it came from. All along the roof channel here, there is some nasty things that have been growing here. The car was uncovered until 2 years ago. I put a cover on it while I was sitting out in the field to try to save it as much as I could. So that's it for the outside of the car. And stay tuned for the next installment. We'll maybe give it a wash down. Got some heavy duty cleaners there. We'll give it a wash down and make it so it's not so gross on the outside, and then we'll probably spray down and vacuum out and clean out the interior. I do have a respirator now, so that's the next step. So thanks for coming out, guys. NYPD Project, like and subscribe, It's going to be a long progress. It's going to be a long project here. We'll try to put up, like a 10-minute video a week if we can, just to get you guys up to speed on where we're at. So that's the car as it sits on day one, and we'll see you on the next one. Keep the shiny side up. Talk to you later.